Financial literacy is the possession of a set of skills and knowledge that allows an individual to make informed and effective decisions with all their financial resources. Raising interest in personal finance is now a focus of state-run programs in countries including Australia, Canada, Japan, the United States and the United Kingdom. Understanding basic financial concepts allows people to know how to navigate in the financial system. People with appropriate financial literacy training make better financial decisions and manage money better than those without such training. Hi there, and welcome back to Weide-Market by Weide-Market. If you're on a path of figuring out your finances, you're in the right place. On the rest of this channel, you'll find content about trading, investing in yourself and your personal growth, as well as budgeting and various means of generating extra income, even while you are working full-time. I currently still work full-time and are working on various of these projects to generate extra income. I've had good success in some areas and not such good success in other areas. So this channel really exists to share my journey so that you, the viewer, can learn from my mistakes and learn from my successes as well. As you can tell from the beginning of this video, we're going to be talking about financial literacy. This week is an exciting week. It's Global Money Week. And in South Africa, there's also a campaign called Money Smart Week South Africa, which is a campaign by the Financial Conduct Authority. In this video, we're going to be covering 4 very basic concepts speaking towards the theme of financial literacy. These basic topics will be income, expenses, liabilities and assets, not necessarily in that order. So stick around for the rest of the video and I look forward to seeing your comments below this video. Also in the description, check out all the links of everything that I talk about in this video. So thank you for sticking around. There's a high probability that you clicked on this video because you are looking for ways to achieve some level of financial freedom or financial independence. To do that, you need to educate yourself in how the financial system works, and that starts with basic financial literacy. On screen now you'll see a graphic that shows a comparison between spending habits of different people in the financial system. If you have a month-to-month focus, it is very likely that you spend all the income that you earn. If you have a longer future-focused approach to your finances, you probably have some savings or some investments. If you have not, take a look and be honest with yourself about your spending habits. So let's talk a little bit about income. There are many different ways, almost infinite ways of generating income. If you're anything like me, you were taught to work hard, study hard, get a job and start earning income, and that you need to use that income to buy the things that you want. But this approach is fundamentally flawed. Since as you saw in the graphic I shared earlier, is that you typically end up spending all your income on a monthly basis. It is very important to understand that there's a big difference between earned income and generated income. Robert Kiyosaki is one of the best known financial authors of our time. In his book Rich Dad Poor Dad, he says that his rich dad taught him that the rich don't work for money. In the book The Rich Dad Poor Dad and some of his other books like Cashflow Quadrants and some of his other training materials, you'll see that he goes further to say that the rich make their money work for them. Now this is a strange concept, especially if you come from a background where you were taught to get a job. So if you have a job, you work for an income. But if you are an entrepreneur, or you start investing and you start putting your money to work for you, then your money becomes an employee of you. It starts working to generate extra income. So as a part-timer or a full-time employee, how do you start making your money work for you on a part-time basis? That's a great question. Firstly, you need to spend less than you earn. As you saw in the graphic earlier, if you spend all your money, there's no surplus to do anything with. And you don't have money in the first place to put to work for you. If you are looking for ways to generate extra income, there's a link right here or in the description below on a video I did in the past about generating extra income as a full-time employee. To enable yourself to spend less than you earn and start putting your money to work, you need to structure your budget in such a way that you actually free some cash flow up. Your budget should be a tool to tell your money where your money should be going instead of just keeping track of your expenses. If you are looking for ways to structure your budget, once again there's a link here or in the description below. If we go back to Robert Kiyosaki and his book The Cashflow Quadrants, he describes 4 different types of income or cash flow quadrants. They are, on screen right now, 4 ways to produce income. Linear income versus leveraged and residual income. On the left hand side you'll see the E and S quadrants, and on the right hand side you'll see the B and the I quadrants. As an E and S income generator, you have very little chance of leveraging your money, and your time is limited since you need to spend your time on generating this income. In the B and I quadrants, you have a system or you own investments. Here you can leverage your money and you have time to spend and invest on doing other things and generating income from other streams. If you operate in the E and the S quadrants, you need to find creative ways of generating extra income. This is done by spending less than you earn and using the surplus to generate extra income. Warren Buffett says that it's easy to become wealthy. You need to spend less than you earn, use the surplus to generate extra income, and repeat the process. Warren Buffett is also famed for saying that the best investment you can ever make is an investment in yourself. Investing in yourself is the best way to develop your biggest asset, which is your brain. That way you're developing your brain, skills, knowledge and experience, and increase your earning capacity, your income generating capacity. What is the definition of an asset though? In her book The Wealth Chef, Ann Wilson says that an asset is something that makes money flow into your life. I'd suggest you go read her book The Wealth Chef. There's a link to buy it in the description below. Examples of assets are rental properties that bring in more money than what they cost you, business systems like I spoke about earlier under the cash flow quadrants, investments that bring in dividends on a regular basis, or other income streams that bring money, cash flow into your life. These assets don't fall into your lap magically and just appear out of thin air. There needs to be some initial work from your side to put these business systems and investments in place. Assets can be bought as well, but this is where your knowledge, experience and skills and counsel from people who have done it in the past come into play. Next, let's look at liabilities. As you can imagine, liabilities is the opposite of what assets are. So liabilities are things that take money out of your life. And I'm not just talking about expenses, I'm talking about things that continuously take money out of your life. Examples of our liabilities is the house that you live in, because it's constantly requiring maintenance. There might be a bond payment on it. The car you drive is a liability because it constantly requires maintenance and upkeep, and this takes money out of your life. Now, I'm not saying that you should not have cars or houses. I'm not saying you should not have any fun ever, but you have to realize how you pay for those expenses in your life. To be able to reach a certain level of financial freedom, you need to get to a place where your assets start paying for your expenses. This is where the Wealth Chef money flow comes into its own. On screen now, you can see a graphic that shows that the income you generate needs to be used to build up assets, and once the asset starts generating income, then you pay for your expenses and your liabilities. Your income and assets money flow need to be big, while your expenses and liabilities money flow need to be small. In other words, spend less than you earn. In Ann Wilson's book, she says that a wealthy life and a healthy business is one where the income statement and balance sheet compartments are functioning with healthy wealth flow patterns. A big flow between income and assets, and a small flow between your liabilities and your expenses. Thank you for watching to the end. If you've come this far, please give this video a like, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell for notifications for future videos. As always, thank you for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.